Hi, I'm Salma from Kalimna AI, and today I will show you how you can use your own phone number for the AI assistant. So we start off by clicking your phone numbers right here. So there are basically three ways to connect your agent with a phone number. The first option is to simply buy it on our platform. But as there are regulations that prohibit us from offering this service in some countries, yours may not be available to buy directly here. But no worries, we have options. So just go back to your phone numbers. Without buying a number directly here, you have two options. The first is use your number for outbound calls. Be advised that this will not work for incoming calls to the number, but if your objective is to do outbound calls, this is a rather simple option you have. Click Use Your Number right here, and this opens. Fill out your number and click Call Me Now. You will see a 6-digit number code here. You will then instantly receive a call where you're asked to enter this code through DTMF. Once you correctly enter the number, the bot will hang up and you have successfully connected your phone number for outgoing calls. Your number will then be displayed here. The second option is to connect your phone number for inbound or outbound calls via SIP trunk. To set this up, click Integrate SIP trunk here, and this form will open. This is the Integrate SIP trunk window. Here you connect your own telephony provider to Kalimna, so calls can go in and out through your SIP trunk. At the top, you first choose the SIP trunk type. If your provider gave you a SIP extension, pick SIP extension. If you're connecting a direct phone number from your provider, pick Phone Number DID. In most setups where you register with an extension and credentials, SIP extension is the right choice. Right below that, you enter your SIP extension. That's the extension or account number your SIP provider assigned to you. For example, something like 1000. This tells Kalimna which line to register. Next is the authentication section. Here, you enter the username and password you got from your SIP provider. Kalimna uses these credentials to log into your trunk so it can place and receive calls. Then you have the outbound settings, which control outgoing calls. The SIP address is the server address of your SIP trunk, like sip.yourprovider.com. You enter only the domain or host here, without a port, unless your provider explicitly tells you otherwise. On the right, there's an optional switch for a fixed outbound IP address. Some providers only allow calls if they come from a whitelisted IP. If your provider requires that, enable this option and whitelist the shown IP address in your provider dashboard. If your provider doesn't mention IP whitelisting, you can leave this off. Below that, you choose the outbound calling number format. This defines how Kalimna will send phone numbers to your provider when dialing customers. If your provider expects international numbers with a plus sign, choose International with plus in front. If they want the same international format, but without the plus, choose the second option. If you only call inside one country and your provider expects local numbers, choose the national format. If you're not sure, check your provider's dialing rules, but the international format with plus is the most common default. After that comes inbound settings, which control incoming calls. Our SIP address is the Kalimna SIP domain your provider should send calls to. You copy this value into your SIP provider's routing settings so inbound calls reach Kalimna. Finally, you choose the authorization type for inbound traffic. If your provider supports IP-based authentication, you can select IP address and whitelist Kalimna's IPs there. If your provider uses registration credentials for inbound calls as well, select username and password. In that case, Kalimna will accept inbound calls using the same credentials you entered above. When everything is filled in, click Add SIP number to save the trunk. Cancel closes the window without saving. This is it. Thank you for using Kalimna, and I wish you a great day.